Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my creative time with Emma, and also welcome to another 3D Wednesday. So basically today, my team and I are making like 3D projects. It could be either like a 3D looking card, a treat box, something of that nature. So I am using today for my I'm making a little treat box, and I'm using 3 of my favorite Halloween stamp set in the whole world. But before I do that, I am using the kit. I'm using our brand new Frightful Greetings kit. Now I hadn't had a chance, I've been gone all day, so I hadn't had a chance to see if we've completely sold out of this or not. You'll know if it says out of stock when you go on the site, but I'm not 100% sure. But I figured I'm going to use it. Because I want to give you all just that much more inspiration. So when you do get this in your hot little hands, you'll have tons of ideas coming out of your ears. And I did get some emails from lots of happy people yesterday that you received your kit already. So I'm super excited. So I cannot wait to see what you all make. So definitely, if you picked up this kit, tag me in hashtag my creative time, or at my creative time on Instagram, or at my creative time on Facebook. So I cannot wait to see what you make with this. So anyways, I used the Frightful Greetings kit. I used the little skeleton, the coordinating die, along with the coordinating stencil. And the sentiment I used was wishing you a haunting night. Now, just so you'll know, someone said that they're really small, that they saw in the picture, but this is just a picture. So basically everything is just kind of condensed down. But if you look at it, this is the size of the actual stamp set here. And there goes the little die right there. And this is the actual true size of the stencil. It's almost a little shy of 6 by 6, okay? So I used that for my project today. And then I am using my other favorite. This is almost like a revised version. I had treats for my suite, and I was asked to bring it back. The thing is that this was such a huge set that I had with my old manufacturer. So basically it was I didn't use this, but it was these 2 sets put together. So being that this current manufacturer has specific guidelines that I need to go by, I had to kind of break them up into 2. So this one does have a couple of has the same sentiments, but it has a couple of new ones on there. And these are all the images that were on here, but they have dies now, and they are different size. I think I had to resize some of it in order for it to fit. So this is the newer version of it right here. So treats for my suite 2, and I use the 2 little ghosts. I use the little baby ghost, the regular ghost, and then I use the little witch hat. And then I use my little, this other die of my favorite. This is a long treat box, and if you cut it out twice, you got to cut this one out twice, and it'll turn into a little treat. Now this coordinating die, I did have a question about this die. Basically, I created this die so this way you can make a window. And it has stitching on the outside. You could make a window so you could see through the little treat box to see what someone gave, that someone gave to you on the inside, or you can use it as a label. But I didn't use this one today. I just used the actual box portion. And then I use my favorite. I super love this one. This is called Spooky Time, and these are all of my older sets, with the exception of the Frightful Greetings. That's my newest one. And that Frightful Greetings, by the way, again, it is an exclusive set. So basically, once this is gone, it's gone forever, okay? I'm not bringing it back. So anyways, the Spooky Time, this one here, on this, the only thing I used on here was the little coffin shape die. That's what I used on this set here. So we're going to go ahead and put this box together, and we're going to do some stenciling. So basically, I'm going to show you what I did. I put the little treat box together. I cut this out. I cut that out twice. And then I went ahead and I adhered this is the bottom This is the bottom layer of the little coffin. That's the top layer. I adhered it to the back, so I'm going to go ahead, I just use some little two-sided tape here. I'm going to adhere this side onto here, just like so, okay? And then what I'm going to do, we're going to go ahead and do we're going to stencil this up first. Let me grab my little thing. And then I am going to use, let me move my camera for a quick minute here. Okay, I'm going to use remember I told you that if you're using a permanent ink, it will stain it if you're using like a distress ink, and I showed you an example, and I'm trying to figure out how to get that video into the store. I will have a video showing you how I used it and explaining to you what I'm using my favorite, the Ranger Archival ink. It is a permanent ink. It will, but if you see it, I still rinse it. It's not stained, you know what I mean? It's stained on here, but it's not going to get on your fingers. See, you see there's nothing on my fingers. Now this is black ink from earlier. I was trying to do something, an example for you guys of something, and I just got my hands all dirty, but yeah, so if you see there's nothing there on here, so you could go ahead and rinse it off, okay? But like I said, if you use a distress ink, then you're good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just, let me grab some tape here. I'm going to, you know what, actually, I'm not going to get tape this time. Let's go ahead and just do it normal. Now, just so you'll know, if you add tape, be very careful because this is a very intricate die, okay? And you don't want to start tearing it. It's a very intricate die. So let's go ahead and put, you know what I'll do? I'll actually, instead of putting tape through here, we're going to go ahead and put it on the actual corners of this, okay? Put it right there, just so it won't move. See, if we put it on the corners, it'll be safe. So put it on each of the 4 corners of the, I keep calling it a die, of this stencil. I'm not used to saying that. Okay, so now that we have it on there, I'm going to go ahead and just use my archival ink here. And then with my little ink blending tool, we are going to go ahead and start inking this bad boy up right now. And like I said, I could have used my distress ink, but I should have used it actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, but that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and do this. Oh, I know I didn't use the distress ink because I couldn't find it. I filed it away so well. I don't know where I put it, so it's okay. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go this route. Yeah, let's see. Oh, you know what? The little bottom portion's moving. Hold on one quick second. Let me lift this. You know what I forgot to do? Look how pretty that looks already. I forgot to tape this down as well. So let me get some blue tape here. Go ahead and put this like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and line up the die to what I've done already. So, okay, so I was clearly talking to myself. I thought I pressed record. So what I did was I started over, okay? So basically I'm going to show you what I did. I actually taped down that layer first, okay? So now you could learn, don't do what I did before. Don't stick that down and just cover, just what do you call it, don't just how do you say, just tape down the stencil, because that part's gonna move. So tape that down. So what I did was I started over, and when I went ahead and I had a backup one of those cut out already, I actually found the distress ink. So what I did was I put my other stencil on top, the non-stained one, and I'm using that one right now just because I want to show you that how the distress inks do, they wash off like that other one. I mean, you could go ahead and use the permanent, but that's what like I showed you earlier in the video, like right before this, they are going to stain. I'm not going to lie, they are going to stain, and you won't be able to take it off. Like I wasn't able to. I tried to use I didn't want to get too crazy and try and use crazy products and ruin it, you know what I'm saying? So I tried my best, but it just didn't happen, because after I thought about it, I was kind of freaking out. But after I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, obviously that was going to happen if I use permanent ink. So if you want to do, and I think everyone owns Distress inks nowadays. Who wouldn't? Tim Holtz has the best inks out there, and I love them. Okay, so I'm just kind of just dabbing this on here, because you don't want to go like this again. You definitely don't want to do that, because it is an intricate die, and you don't want to ruin it. So I'm just trying to make sure I get everything in here. And you don't have to do it like so perfect. You can kind of just do like a little spot ink it, and it'll look still nice too. A little vintagey look if you want. Okay, so let's go ahead. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this to my sink right now. And that's what I did highly recommend. As soon as you're done using it, and if you're using your Distress inks, take it to your sink right away and rinse it out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take off the blue stickies here. There you go. So I'm going to go ahead, look how beautiful that is. I'm going to go ahead and take this to my sink and rinse it off, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go right here. I'm just kind of blotting it just like so with the paper towel. Okay, and you see how beautiful that looks. Okay, it's perfect. Okay, so that's how it cleans up when you use Distress inks. When you don't use Distress inks and you use a permanent ink, that's what your stencil is going to look like. And don't think that it's, oh my god, it's the end of the world because it's stained. Trust me, you could still use it. Promise you. You could still use it, okay? So we are going to go ahead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my heat tool and just kind of just to dry it up. So I'm going to do that right now real fast. Okie dokie, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off here. Oops. And then now we're going to go ahead and just quickly put this together. I just wanted to show that to you again. So this is going to layer on top of here. But before we do that, we are going to go ahead and just kind of just shade this in a little. Hopefully I don't mess it up. We're going to use some Zig, my favorite Zig clean color markers. They are, I'm using the light gray and the green gray, which I did not test it first. Let me grab my little water pen here. Usually I like to kind of just scribble on something to see what it's going to look like. Now that's a little too dark. I might just do this one. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do this lighter one here, which is which one's this one? Light gray. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm not going to do his entire, I'm not going to wet it all at once because again I have my fan on. I don't want it to dry out. So I'm just going to kind of just shade it just a tad. And just kind of just go over again with my brush. Just give them a little bit of shading, you know. Let's put this on. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and just do his little bones right here. And then on his hand, let's do this part first. Just like so. I think that looks super cute. And you don't even have to do this. This is just, I meant to do this with all of my blog hop projects and I was so excited to put it all together, and by the time I was done I was like, oh man, I forgot to shade him up. So just so it won't be like so super white. So because it just kind of just adds just a little something extra. Alright, let's go ahead and do the little fingers here. Yeah, just like so. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to do these little, his little collarbone as well. And then I'm just wetting them one bone at a time because of my fan. I have it on. Sorry, these videos are taking so much longer for some reason. Alright, so this is what happens when I color. It takes a lot longer, so I'm sorry, I'm apologizing right now for this taking forever. Okay, so there we go. He's done. And I want to do the same thing to my cutie patootie little ghosts here. Okay, so let me, can you see him? Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and just wet this little ghost up with my water. And then just... And this kind of has like a little thing on the side already that looks like it has shading already. Let me go ahead and just... Just give it just a little bit. There we go. Let's kind of make a little bit like a little dirty ghost. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the little baby one here. I actually should have colored these before I cut them out because they're... Let me grab some tweezers or something. Oh, I don't know where they are. Oh, here they go. Yeah, I should have colored these when they were, you know, before I cut them, so this way they could be easier. I'm just going to go ahead and just go. This one's not going to be too much because it's tiny. Just a hint right there. Alright, just like so. So we're going to go ahead and just leave that alone. And then now we're done, okay? So now what we're going to do... Oops, that doesn't go there. Let me find the cover for this guy. So now we're just going to go ahead and just put this together now. So we're going to put the box together really quick. So what we're going to do, this guy here, I'm going to put a strip of tape right there. And I'm just going to use my little, oopsie, my 1/8 inch little two-sided tape here. I could get it open. There we go. So I'm just going to use this like this little score tape here. So this is just going to go like so right at the bottom. Going to put that right there. So it could look a little 3D-ish on here. And that is going to go like so. Okay. Just like that. And then now we're going to go ahead and pop this up onto the actual box. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Just using my big old tape. And you know what? I think I am just going to go with this one strip down the center. This one time only. I always, let me see, hold on, I might change my mind. Let's see what it looks like on here. Well, no, I can't. It's really going to bother me. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do 2. So let me go ahead and just cut this. We're just going to cut this in half. Okay. So we don't have to waste any. I might have cut this too long, but it's okay because I could still use the pieces. Yep, I did cut it too long, but it's okay because I need some to put on to pop up the rest of my little guys there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on here. Just like so, and I'm going to do the other side really quick. Okay, now I feel better because I put more on the back. So I'm going to try and get this on here perfect as possible. Okay, just like so. So now what we're going to do, I thought it would be really cute to attach this cutie patootie little ghost behind the little skeleton's back, like so. That's so cute. Oops, let me scooch that little adhesive down. There you go. So let me see here. Okay, we're going to put it like so. I'm just going to hold it on there just for a quick minute. I think that's so cute. I love this little guy. This has always been my favorite. So, I was trying to find, here it goes, just so I don't have to hold it. I just want to make sure this really sticks. Okay, so I'm going to use this small little clothespin just to make sure, okay, for right now. And then we're going to go ahead, but you know what I'm going to do, because I don't want to do that again. We are going to just put some little, and that's so cute. I thought it would be really cute to add the little witch hat on here. So I am going to do instead, I'm going to use this instead so we don't have to wait for any adhesive to dry. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to put this right here. Because I know this video took 2 days already. I felt like it took 2 days. Alright, there we go. And then we're going to put our little, where's our little extra pieces here? We're going to pop this guy up. There we go. And then we're also going to pop up, I used my little, I'll have a link to the speech bubbles of the one I used, so you could see which one I used, because I have a couple of them. So we're going to go ahead and just put this on here as well. And then, let's see, where am I going to put this at? We'll put this right, okay, good. I was praying this would work. Okay, good. So we're going to put this like so, right there. And then he's going to go right below. And that's it, everyone. What I'm going to do, because this video is clearly too long, and again, I apologize for that, but I'm going to go ahead and add some, I think this is done, I'm going to add some Wink of Stella to the eyes, just like I did in that last video, which I could probably do real quick. We're going to add some Wink of Stella just to make the eyes look nice and glittery. So everything, I'm going to add this. So I'm going to add that to there. Then I'm going to add it to the little eyes right there. And then that's it. I may add some twine. I may not. I may just leave it alone. But you could see the end of it on my blog at www.creativetimeforme.com. And then you can see what the rest of my amazing design team has for you today. And before I forget, I did put little Hershey Kisses inside the little treat box. Okay? So that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a fabulous day. And I will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.